And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for the matchup with the Pacers, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. We've got Murray, DeRozan out there with Russell Westbrook. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. And for Memphis, we've got Ty Jerome. And it's Prosper in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Both of these teams have been having a tough go of it lately, Stan. They've been unable to string together wins.
Yeah, Kevin, there's no better way for a team to get off the ropes than to face a team that's also on the ropes. One of these teams has got to get their mojo back tonight.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Shot clock at 5. Hits it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Back to Westbrook. "13 feet away, and he gets the jumper to drop."
Well, for most of his career, Westbrook depended on his mid-range game. Now he rarely shoots from that area.
And the basket by Prosper.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Westbrook, and there are the Kings with another bucket.
I mean, Westbrook is a gifted finisher. Allow him to find his looks inside at your own risk.
Inside, Prosper, the layup off target.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Here's Westbrook. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Back to Wells. Offensive rebound. Here's Prosper. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. I asked how you counter a player with DeMar DeRozan's versatile scoring. "We're putting a close sign on the mid-range tonight," Coach joked, adding, "We're going to be very tight in that area defensively and not give him what he wants." Sounds like DeMar is in for an uphill battle tonight. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you so much. And the Grizzlies choosing to move forward with Coach Islo to head their program, Stan, after he took over as interim head coach late last season.
Yeah, the first Finnish-born head coach in the NBA. He was a rising star coaching in Europe, now trying his hand in the best league on the planet.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, great decision there, kicking it out to a ready shooter.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And DeRozan kicks to Westbrook. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. DeRozan scanning the floor. Fade away. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Yeah, how many times have we seen that from DeRozan? The mid-range maestro does it again.
Pass to Wells. Now Jerome. Here's Hendricks. Fires top of the key. It's hauled in by Achiuwa.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
No good on the triple.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Well, I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but he drained it.
Westbrook passes to Murray. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And here's Jerome. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the noise and make those free throws.
DeRozan. It's rebounded by Memphis. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Fires from 18, and that's good off the glass that time. DeRozan's got 6 points.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Pass to Jerome. Lets the 3 fly. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. Nice back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Back to Westbrook. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Pass to Prosper. Right wing. Out to the right wing. Here's Wells. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And it's definitely been a shootout here. The first team that actually starts playing some defense may end up having the edge.
Westbrook, no good. Memphis leading. Here's Hendricks. Good on the shot. He's got 5.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Westbrook. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio. Ajua, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. That shot misses. DeRozan against Jerome. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Pass to Wells. Here's Prosper. Back to Jerome. From past the arc. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. 1:42 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Clifford. Left side, DeRozan. Shot to stop the run. And finished off by DeRozan.
Well, you give him the opportunity, and DeRozan's going to finish with authority.
And from season to season, Coach, DeMar DeRozan remains incredibly consistent.
Yeah, look, he's consistent because he's extremely professional. This guy's always in shape, always ready to play. He knows what his game is, and he plays to that game. Something of a throwback because his game's built on the mid-range shooting, but everybody could use a DeMar DeRozan on their team.
Back to Monk for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Jackson has the open look. Trains the 3-pointer. And it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Monk outside. Here's DeRozan. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. DeRozan's got 10 points.
And if you give him a sliver of daylight, DeMar DeRozan will eat your lunch from the mid-range.
Ty Jerome has been leading the charge for the Grizzlies. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. And we'll be right back after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Drew Eubanks out there with McDermott. Then there's Carter. Then it's Malik Monk. It's Clifford at the 3. Here's Monk. After Memphis gets the 3. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pippen kicks to Anderson. Jackson looking around. Outside Pippen. Jacks up a 3. Eubanks grabs the miss. The Kings trail by 10. In the corner, it's Monk. From 15 feet away, good.
For those pure scoring guards like Monk, the mid-range is a big shot to have in your bag. It opens up other parts of the floor.
Shoots it. Clifford pulls it in.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Sacramento shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And coach, for teams defending the pick and roll, you often hear coaches talking about being at the level. What does that mean?
Well, Kevin, what it means is the guy guarding the screener, the defender guarding the screener, has to be all the way up with that guy at the point of the screen, as opposed to being in drop coverage where the guy defending the screener will lay back.
And yes, it's good. Clifford's got 4 this quarter.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
And that one's good by Pippen.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Stolen by Jackson. Jerome against Monk. Pass to Hendricks. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Kings trail by 7 to the inside. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
And while we have a moment, let's check the stats for DeRozan. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's averaging 15 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Now here's Jackson following the miss by DeRozan. Jerome passes to Pippen. Here's Hendricks. Shoots over DeRozan. Hendricks, good. Hendricks has got 7 points.
Yeah, the more he knocks those down, the more confidence this coaching staff's going to have in him.
A wide open look here for DeRozan. Cans the shot from the wing.
Yeah, they've had their hands full with DeRozan. He is scary when he gets it going.
Pass to Jerome. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Jackson scored the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
The Kings trail by 9. Here's DeRozan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, DeRozan is so experienced, and he knows how to get that contact near the rim and get to the line.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Here's Hendricks. DeRozan defending. Here's Pippen. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Westbrook drives in, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
One of the most physical point guards this league has ever seen. Westbrook powers through for the and one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Bounce pass for Jerome. Stolen by Westbrook. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Achua. Jerome against Westbrook. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Jackson. Chalk up 2 there. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night. The Kings trail by 4. Pass to Achua. Westbrook surveying the D. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Prosper. Prosper's got 5 rebounds tonight. Rebound by the Kings. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
And Memphis making a change here. Wells is checked in, and a change for Sacramento. Keegan Murray's checked in for Malik Monk. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And here's Jerome. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with a win.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And they came away with the win last time in large part due to their depth. Great game from their bench.
The Kings trail by 4. Left side, Westbrook. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Pass to Wells. Here's Hendricks. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. The Kings have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace.
That's where Murray's most effective, not just scoring, but creating as well.
Memphis has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Pass to Prosper. Here's Hendricks. Memphis moving it around. 5 on the clock. Jerome passes to Hendricks. Off target with his 3.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Here's DeRozan. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. 16 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And now, Allie Laporte says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and to be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Murray for 3. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. 6 points for him.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Plays it up and banks it in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Sacramento's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Westbrook passes to Achua. Now here's DeRozan. takes a step back. Rebound by the Kings.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Westbrook. 18 points for him. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
Count that one.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Pass to Jerome. Knocks down the three ball. Jerome's got 11.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Grizzlies lead by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hey folks, let's kick this halftime show off by checking out the Players of the Week. For the West, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, some people try to compare him to the great Michael Jordan. I don't like to do that, but lately, he has been Jordan-esque.
Yeah, get back to me when Ant won 6 rings and we could talk about that. But his career is onward and upward right now.
And let's take a look at this first half of play for the Kings. Not a lot of separation here at the midway point.
Well, they're not settling for long jumpers. They're getting the ball into the paint. And you know I love that.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, you know what? I played with a king, too. I liked it.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
We've got Ty Jerome, and it's Wells in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And good that time. Wells has got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Grizzlies. Pass to Achua. Westbrook up top. Can't hit the free throw line jump. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 9 points in the game so far.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
DeRozan's shot is good.
Well, guys, DeRozan's steadily putting points on the board. He's feeling it.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, as your career goes along, you naturally lose a little bit. But he takes great care of himself. He puts a lot of effort into his preparation. And he's smart about picking his spots. That's why he's still a factor out there on the offensive end.
Now here's Murray. He has yet to score.
I mean, that's the shot to take. He just couldn't get it to go.
And that one drops. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Westbrook. Rebounded by Prosper. Prosper's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
That one doesn't go. Nice D from DeRozan. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Kings. Murray finds DeRozan. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Back to Wells. No good from outside. The Kings trail by 6 to the middle. Wells with the steal. It's good. That basket is now 5 for 9.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here's Achua. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Clock at 6. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Here's Westbrook. Sacramento again missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on DeRozan.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Memphis shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Here's Westbrook. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Once Westbrook finds his groove on offense, he stays aggressive.
Pass to Jerome. And he's good on the 3-ball. Jerome's got 5 points now this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Back to Westbrook. Murray outside. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Out to the right wing. Pass to Jerome. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And you have to love how hard Westbrook goes. It's what allows him to take over games like this.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Now Jerome, 19 points in the game. Pass to Hendricks. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
The Kings trail by 15. Outside DeRozan. Murray outside. And here's DeRozan. Plenty of space. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Wells has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the dunk by Wells.
Well, terrific timing and placement with the bounce pass there.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. DeRozan for 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. To the right side. Here's Prosper. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Prosper's got 10 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Malik Monk, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Take a look at the Grizzlies. Their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens. And, of course, Sacramento, 10 games behind.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, their place in the standings would be a disappointment for just about any team, but especially one with such high expectations.
I agree, guys. I thought they'd be a lot better. Sometimes you can have disappointing years like this, though, and they're not a lot of fun to be a part of.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 9. Anderson can't get it to go. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time, no need to force anything.
Look how fast Monk gets to the cup. The D has to respect his speed more than this.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Following the basket by Malik Monk.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Got to think he'd like a few more of those.
Pass to Hendricks. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. And now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. 5th best, the Kings.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Sacramento Kings. A 12-point game. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Well, they'll take that one every time it's available.
Memphis has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Coach, how would you describe Scottie Pippen Jr.?
I think Scottie Pippen Jr. is one of the most underrated players in the league. This guy is a very good starting level NBA point guard who can get to the paint, create shots for himself and others, and he's as good defensively guarding the ball as just about anybody in the league.
Now here is Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
The Kings making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. And so here's Memphis. 17 points was their biggest margin. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. To the left wing, here's Hendricks. Offline with his 3. The Kings trail by 9. Monk, the pass to DeRozan. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. There's the lob to Jackson. Stolen by Carter. Here's Clifford, guarded by Pippen. Stolen by Anderson. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pippen with the bucket.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Carter, the pass to Eubanks. Here's Clifford, launches it, and the 3-ball is good. Clifford's got 7 points in the game.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
It's stolen by Carter. Here's Monk. No good on the last second attempt there. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 8. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Sacramento, DeRozan out there with Drew Eubanks. Then it's Malik Monk. It's Clifford at the two-guard spot.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold, that's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And it's DeRozan missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. It's up a three. Connects from three-point range.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. DeRozan's got 25 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Outside Jackson. Down low. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Tries it from 19, and it's Memphis with another.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Now, here's DeRozan. Drops in the layup for two. 27 points for him.
Yeah, the patience that DeRozan can show in the pick and roll is what makes him so dangerous.
13 feet away. Good, he hits the jump shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 13. Here's Eubanks. And that one is hammered home.
Well, DeMar has put a lot of work into developing his playmaking skills, and you can see the results there.
Pass to Jerome. Drops in the tray.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
And Doug Christie is called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Prosper's checked in. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Doug Christie said to his team. He said to them, you guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Unable to get that one.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this game.
Outside Jackson. With the drive. Nice D from DeRozan.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And here's Pippen. Pass to Jerome. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Goes up on the high post. It's hauled in by the Kings. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
And the Kings making a change here.
First team substitution on the court.
Murray for three. No good. And here's Jerome. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 17 points was their biggest margin. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Kings trail by 12. Here's Murray, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
I think Murray really trusted himself there. He just focused on finishing the play his way.
The Grizzlies have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And the dunk by Wells.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Now, here's DeRozan. Westbrook passes to Murray. Back to Westbrook. Fires from deep. Again, the miss by the Kings. Memphis leading by 11. Wells finds Jerome. Wells with it. Murray on him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight. And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half. Powering that one down. Murray saw a chance to go for it and took it.
Timeout called by Coach Isillo. He knows every possession is critical now. The Grizzlies have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Nice D from DeRozan. The Kings trail by 11. Pass to Achua. Outside DeRozan. And it's off from three-point range. Now here's Jackson. That one misses. Westbrook against Jerome. DeRozan, a good look. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 5 here tonight. Memphis leading by 9. To the inside. Here's Prosper.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Kings have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Here's Murray. DeRozan, shot clock at 6. Puts up the 3. Clean from outside.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive. But he can't do it all by himself.
And we have a timeout called by Tomas Isillo. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Hendricks is checked in. The basket is good.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
The Kings trail by 12. DeRozan inside. And he gets it to go.
DeRozan not trying to do too much inside.
Buries the deep ball.
And he is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Memphis leading by 13. Unloads. Connects on the kick.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Murray fires away and get the 3. Memphis has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Memphis.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
So here's Westbrook following the score by Memphis.
And what a night he's having on the glass. Putting in the work, to help his team close out possessions.
16-footer dropped in.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And that one is good. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires from 18. Westbrook rips down the rebound. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the King. 15-point game. Here's Jerome. Oh, the dunk.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And we've come to expect that from Westbrook. Hard charging, putting defenders in a situation where they just have to foul.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, that was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Alan LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now, our player of the game, Ty Jerome.